DHL is quite active. Kuehne+Nagel, they're quite active into the market. Prologis, Goodman is into the market. Prologis, I don't really...
The question is are the developers, the mainstream developers, the reputable big players, are they able to enter the market? Land price is one obstacle, are the barriers to entry so high? We know DHL and the other users are there, but can the Panettones of this world enter the market, or is it going to be restricted?
If they want to go into a consolidated place like Istanbul, it's going to be tricky. Because the other thing that we have to put in perspective, because we talk about big numbers and we talk about the internationals, but you have to bear in mind that locally you have very strong companies which provide you with high standard products, as good as any international companies. They are very specialized in logistics because they do it for their own selves and they can sell it to other people. So it is a competitive market, not only from an international viewpoint for people to enter the market, but also to compete with the locals. Retail is also a big thing. In Europe, you always fight to have the Inditex group, you always go for the H&M, but you have very strong brands local, Beymen, Bako, which are Turkish retailers, which are in not exactly similar formats. So this makes Istanbul, Ankara very unique and very difficult to compete, but I think there's still space in the Konya, in the Kayseri, we were saying, in other areas which are not as developed and which will be developed in the future. So I think there's a great opportunity. Not only Istanbul is a very unique market in Turkey. So when we talk about Istanbul, it's a different planet. It's 15 million inhabitants. Very, very different to what you could see anywhere else into Turkey. But the infrastructures, the ports, the activity of the ports in the different locations should allow all those players to come in and have an appetite for the market.
Big names are considering joint venture opportunities currently. Yes. We know that, but unfortunately I cannot name them, but we know that they are. So I don't expect them to come just by themselves and invest money, especially in logistics. But after finding the right partner, they will be a player. I don't know when, but 2013.
Local Turkish partners then with an anchor tenant like these retailers that Herman has mentioned.
Well, it is it's for the logistics. I'm not sure about whether they will come after finding an anchor tenant, or whether they will come after finding a nice spot to invest in, because it can be done simultaneously, perhaps. Yeah. So, as far as I know, and I can be wrong in this because I am maybe not as educated as anybody else in the business part of it. But as far as I know from the market, they are currently considering the joint venture opportunities and not the anchor tenants, because they believe that once their name is in the market, some institutional anchors may prefer to work with them. And if not, there's still a lot of opportunities in Turkey and a big demand for good logistics. So,
I mean, before the retailers, they were trying to bring their goods by themselves or deliver the goods to their stores or to their places by themselves. About 10 years ago, or let's say 8 years ago, this thing has changed because the retailers have started growing. They start opening a lot of stores. I mean, per day, at the moment, if you look at it in the whole Turkey, there are 20 stores opening per day in the whole Turkey. And as we mentioned before, that there's 100 more spot is coming, shopping mall. And every day the high street retailers is becoming more important. So now they're using all the logistic companies to deliver their goods from A to Z. So which is a big opportunity at the moment for the logistic companies to developing more hubs, more warehouses, and try to bring all the goods in all over the Turkey.
Yeah. Particularly to the eastern regions.
Yes.
Because when we are having discussions with retailers on locations and cities, let's say further east, then not even that much, let's say, the market area and the spending power is the discussion issue. The discussion issue is, okay, how are we going to get our goods there? Yep. So that, of course, already shows how high the demand for logistics is.